sense of now creating knowledge ourselves, creating frameworks that are appropriate for Africa, that are appropriate for the Africa that we want to envision, to see in 20, 50 years' time. This is where my work is, and this is where I'm seeing really interesting people, really interesting Africans come back and invest their time and their energy into. I am working at the moment with colleagues in East Africa, in Kenya and Uganda. We're creating a women leadership network, and we are going into Kenya and to Uganda and organizing working sessions with people from the grassroots, working with the government, with the NGOs, with the private sector, and asking them to help us touch as many grassroots organizations as possible, get them to co-create with us a platform. It's going to be a huge website, if you want, that a virtual platform on which there are on which will feature their stories. And some of it we will do, it doesn't matter whether people are literate or not literate. Some of it we will do through pictures. We want people to tell us their life stories. And so to give a sense that we are co-creating a community of practice and have it on a virtual space so that they can access it, and even if they can't personally access it, there will be a community leader somewhere who can access it for them. And the idea then is to say, on this platform, there are women who have made it, women who have the same dreams as this little girl of 8 years old does in this village. And sometimes what we need is just for them to be able to see the process and to be able to believe that some of these things can happen, and to know then where to go to get the tools to enable them to get there. And I'm seeing this as a big trend at the moment, and as something that is really effective for young Africans to see other Africans who have made it, and to feel that the successful Africans want to share their stories, but also how successful Africans want to hear their stories as well. And this is why this platform is fascinating, because it's democratic. It's not a top-down process. It's called the Language, Gender and Leadership Network. And the language side of things is to do with storytelling, is to do with collecting life stories. Because that's how you touch people. You touch people through stories. You touch people through emotions. And I am really excited about this project. The most determining switch that we need to make is actually in our heads. We need to make the switch from having been formatted to be consumers, which is what we've done so far, to being creators. And this has the potential to change a number of different things, because then we don't see ourselves as victim of circumstances, but we see ourselves as agents of our own lives. And there is a lot of space for creative work and creative enterprises in Mauritius. My message would be to do that switch, that paradigm shift in your own head first, and assume the role of being the creator of your own life.